reaction to the CNN report from yesterday that President Trump will be reviewing the Mueller report before it's sent to Congress and may claim executive?
That's deeply disturbing, and I hope Congress has the guts to pass a law that requires it to be made public.
Senator, Politico reported that your deputy chief of staff is stepping down over the handling of sexual misconduct in your office. You have said before that you don't regret the way that any of that was handled. Does this resignation reflect an awareness that it could have been handled better?
So I've been a leader in fighting against sexual assault, sexual harassment in the workplace, in college campuses, in the military. And in all those places, the most important thing that you do is you take a survivor seriously, that you listen to them, believe in the other man, fully investigate the claims so that justice is possible. That's exactly what we did in our office. This employee was deeply valued. I told her we loved her, and I gave her a hug. I literally have always valued her and care very deeply about her. We took all her allegations very seriously. We did a thorough investigation. We did it immediately. And so the allegations she came forward with did not rise to the level of sexual harassment. What we did find is there was evidence of derogatory and inappropriate comments by the employee. That is why he was punished severely.
So why did
we decided that because of some post-investigation human errors, that future investigations should be actually done by our new chief of staff, who actually has expertise in this area. She comes from EEOC under the Obama administration, and so the decision that she made was her own. And but going forward, we have a woman who's running our office who has a lot of expertise, and if there's ways to improve, we certainly will. But we have always taken this seriously and investigated thoroughly, and treated every person who's come forward with the respect and dignity they deserve.
Can you speak next questions?
There are disclosed, but I can't speak to any facts of the case without revealing personnel issues that would be inappropriate. But the facts that have already come to light speak for themselves.
Senator, I want to ask you about the opioid epidemic that's happening across the country. It's something our state's really trying to grapple with and deal with. What's something the federal government can step in and help people that have the opioid addiction? Yes.
So obviously we have an opioid crisis across this country. It is something that is destroying families, communities, and lives. One of the bills that I have worked on with Senator McCain in the past, that we have reintroduced to the Republican senator from Colorado, is to tell doctors that they can only prescribe up to 7 days of an opioid for acute pain. Because what happens in a lot of circumstances is when you prescribe 30, 60, or 90-day supplies of opioids, they sit in people's medicine cabinets. And when they're sitting in that medicine cabinet, a kid in the household could grab it, give it to his friends, and God forbid take it themselves and become addicted. So there's a lot of oversight and accountability that needs to happen. I'm also very troubled by the reports I read about the Sackler family and internal emails where they said that they were making the drugs more addictive, higher dosages, and not telling the medical community that in fact. So I think there needs to be criminal investigations.
Great. Ben, did you have a question?
Yeah. A lot of the conversation here has been in Iowa has been focused around some crumbling infrastructure problems that we're dealing with. Promises made during the last campaign trail that maybe haven't. Is there room in your platform to invest more in infrastructure, especially on the Mississippi River?
Very much so. So, my heart goes out to all the families and the communities that have been devastated by these recent floods. I know folks here in Iowa are suffering. We've had similar crippling and crushing floods in our state. We've seen families who have lost their loved ones and homes destroyed, and certainly businesses destroyed. And so my heart goes out to all of them. I've been working on flood mitigation for a while now because of what happened with Superstorm Sandy. I have a bipartisan bill with the senator from Louisiana to actually change how we deal with flood insurance in this country, making sure that people can actually get compensated when they're, making sure people actually get compensated for the losses that they have, because right now the FEMA money doesn't go far enough. For a lot of people, they actually can't afford flood insurance, and so this bill will make address affordability, and they'll also address the mapping lines. There is also a lot of interest in infrastructure on a bipartisan basis. It always has been. I've supported many bills to invest in infrastructure over the 10 years I've been in Congress. But the greatest opportunity for infrastructure investments is the Green New Deal. The platform of the Green New Deal has three components, all of which are bipartisan. The first is infrastructure, making sure we're building our roads, our bridges, making sure we have more resiliency for flooding and the impacts of severe weather. That's exactly what the infrastructure component of the Green New Deal is supposed to be about. And on top of creating the infrastructure for high-speed rail, more mass transit, roads, bridges, sewers, all the other infrastructure pieces. The second part of it is green jobs. So teaching young people and anyone who's underemployed or unemployed how to do green energy technology, whether it's biofuels, whether it's solar or wind or geothermal or hydropower, and actually building the infrastructure and training around those green jobs. And then third, clean air and clean water, which will go to some of the infrastructure concerns that you have, making sure we have resiliency for flooding around our rivers, lakes, and streams, making sure our water sources are clean. Those are all things that are important to Iowans for sure, because you have a lot of water issues because of agriculture.
Great, we're wrapped. We're gonna do photos. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Thank you for coming out.
Davenport next.